right, or on the chart over here. So now let's see what happens if we check any of these check boxes. If we check MTN, then you can see that MTN line popping up. You can do same for the other ones also, and you can see them popping up over here. Hello everyone, and welcome back once again to another lesson with Bafco. This was Osborne. So in today's lesson we are still on our line chart, but this time we're looking at interactive line charts. Alright, so still using the data that we used in our previous lesson, that stock prices pulled out from the Ghana Stock Exchange. Alright, so the first thing I want us to look at is we are going to create add a new sheet. Alright, and name it, let's say, transformation sheet. Let me name it, let's say, transformation sheet. Okay, I think that's okay. Alright, now what the transformation sheet is going to do is that I'm going to pull out some data from the data sheet over here, and that's what we're going to use, or that's what's going to assist us with our interactive sheet, also our interactive chart. Now first of all, what I want us to do is that with this developer option over here, if you don't have it in your Excel, I would like you to activate, because that's what we are going to use. We're going to use checkboxes as part of our interactive chart. So to be able to activate this developer sheet on our menu bar, you can go to File, alright, then File over here, you can go to Options, you can go to More, you can go to Options over here, alright, and you go to alright, Customize ribbon. Alright, now when you come here, you see developer over here. Mine is already checked, yours will be unchecked, so you check that one and you hit OK. Alright, and your developer tab will be on your menu bar over here. Alright, now what I'm going to do is that this place will be my transformation table. So let me write transformation. So let me increase it, transformation table. Alright, so let me increase it so that I can have good. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull out data from our data sheet. Alright, so I have my dates over here. So you know what you do, you hit equal to and you come here and select the cell where the date is located. Alright, now I know I have my dates, so when I drag down I can get a date over there. Alright, so I have my dates. Okay, so I have the date over here. Alright, now I can drag over here to get my various. Alright, so I have my MTN, my BOP, and I can also drag here to get my total energy stocks. Alright, now what I'm going to do over here is that I'm going to create a very short table over here. Alright, so that's also going to assist us in what you are doing. I can choose not to bring it, but I think for us to get a better understanding, let's bring it over here. Alright, so I have my MTN and my other stocks. Now I want to insert checkboxes under each of these stocks over here. I go to my developer options over here. I'll go to developer. Oh, what's happening? Alright, so I go to developer and I insert over here, right, form control. I select my checkbox and I can create a checkbox beautifully over here, right? So let me go ahead and name it, maybe this form MTNGH. Alright, MTNGH. I can just duplicate. So I can Control D, duplicate it. I select and drag, so this will be for total, and this will be, oh sorry, alright, so I can go ahead and change the name. This will be for total, and this will be for BOP. Alright, now what I'm going to do is that see we are going to link the checkbox to specific sheets over here, right? So maybe I'm going to link it over here. So let me write something like show. All right, so I'm going to link the checkboxes to the various cells over here. So what I'm going to do is I hold my control, click on the cell, I come to my formula bar, so equal to, and I hit here, I can hit enter. All right, so you can see that now if I select the checkbox, it's assigned to column H4. I'll do same for the others also. So equal to, and I also do same for total, equal to, sorry, select and equal to J4. All right, now let's see what happens if we check the boxes. So if we check empty, and you can see it's linked to cell H4, so you can see true. If you uncheck, you see false. All right, and same for the other ones also. Now back to our transformation table. All right, now at cell C4, what we are going to do is that we are linking the data over here to the various checkboxes that we've done. All right, I can come over here, I can hit equal to, now H4, right? Then with the help of F4, I can lock the rows. All right, so I want to lock row 4. All right, then I go ahead and multiply it by the data over here, the corresponding data. All right, then I multiply by the corresponding data, which is in B3. That's the MTN stock price on 2nd January 2020. All right, this. Okay, hope you can see that. And I hit enter. Now immediately I hit enter, I can see this is 0. All right, 0 because it's linked to this checkbox over here. Now let's see when I check this MTN box over here. Immediately I check the box, you can see that the value of MTN shares or MTN share price as at 2nd January 2020 pops up. All right, now I can autofill, so I bring my cursor down here and double tap to autofill. All right, so let me give them the appropriate data type, so number. All right, now I can do same for the rest. Okay, so with the rest I can just put my cursor over here and drag through here. All right, and dragging through is possible because you can see that with, if you look at our formula bar over here, all right, if you look at our formula bar over here with cell H4, which is this one, all right, so H4, the row is logged, right, using absolute referencing, so you take note of that. That's why we're able to drag through. So here too I can autofill, and I can do same for this side also. All right, now let's see what's happening if we uncheck all these checkboxes. If I uncheck MTN, all the MTN stocks tend to 0. If I uncheck this, it also tends to 0. If I uncheck this, it also tends to 0. Now we are going to use the data over here to draft or to prepare a new line chart. All right, so I can go ahead and select my data. All right, so I select everything over here, Control Shift down, then Control Kill, give my quick access toolbar, quick access chart, sorry, and I can go to line. All right, now immediately I hit on line, you can see that this chart pops up. Okay, but you can't see anything over here. All right, so you can't see any line over here. The only line you can see is the one on the x-axis. So let me show you something. All right, so let's look at it once again. Immediately I hit on line, you can see this chart pops up, but everything here, there is nothing showing on the graph over here, right, or on the chart over here. So now let's see what happens if we check any of these checkboxes. If we check MTN, then you can see that MTN line popping up. You can do same for the other ones also, and you can see them popping up over here. All right, so this is one way that you can also work with interactive line charts. All right, so that let's say if you present it on your dashboard, and let's say the user wants to look at only that of MTN, we can uncheck this and we can get a better look at the performance of MTN, because looking at them all together you can see that the MTN looks like a straight line, which isn't so. Alright, so you can just uncheck the other ones and we can have a better look at the MTN shares. Alright, now one thing we can go ahead and also do is that we can go ahead and format these charts over here. Alright, so first of all, I can go ahead and let's say now one thing you can see that immediately we hit on any of these ones, okay, or we uncheck any of these boxes, the line, or let's say the line goes to or falls on the x-axis, which is over here. Now let's say we can format it in a way that this line doesn't appear on the chart. So let's say immediately we uncheck any of the share prices, right, then maybe the line automatically disappears. So that's one thing we can do when it comes to the formatting. Another thing we can also do is that we can also go ahead and work with this over here, right, just like we did in our previous lesson. We can format this chart area over here. We can also format this over here. We can also go ahead and remove grid lines from the charts over here. Alright, okay, so thank you very much for this lesson. Alright, hope this was very useful. See you in the next video.